more time on art, but here are some more characteristics of the art. You can pretty much read it yourself. Now, when we talk about art, we're talking about architecture, etc. The first freestanding dome is created during this time period. The Duomo, okay, by Brunelleschi. Okay, but a lot of the art is reminiscent, a lot of the architecture is reminiscent of the ancient Roman and Greek times. The symmetry, the domes, and all that. Okay. Actually, I kind of went ahead, didn't I? I totally. Wow, I didn't realize I kind of went ahead.
You're gonna go ahead. The package just fell behind.
Oh, actually,
McCoy doesn't make mistakes.
One thing I left off here. Again, if you want to talk, I'll leave. One thing I left off on the one that has the 2 columns for art. The left column is for the medieval times. The right column is Renaissance.
Not there, it's just really good.
Is it there?
It's on the computer. It's in the printer.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. Well. Okay. Northern Renaissance. I kind of went over a lot of this already. Now understand again, Northern Renaissance was all about being better Christians. Okay, being better Christians. How do I become a better Christian? This is why the Reformation starts in the Northern Renaissance. Remember, the farther away you are from Rome, the more likely you're going to question the church. Because if you're in Rome and you question the church, they're going to kill you. They're going to cut your hair off and burn you at the stake for being a heretic. Okay? So people up north are going to be more likely to question the church. Okay? What? Are you watching videos? Okay. Also during the Renaissance is the age of exploration. Now, it has gotten too dangerous to go over land from Europe to Asia. You had a large amount of land pirates throughout the Middle East, and it became too dangerous. So, and also, the Italians were controlling the Mediterranean. Every boat had to pay a tax, and these taxes were hefty. So, countries in Western Europe started saying, hey, let's try going westward to Asia. Okay, because there's probably a quicker route to Asia to go westward. Okay, so they decided to do that. Now, please don't think that they wanted to prove the earth wasn't flat. Okay? No one thought that. Except for some of the foolish people, maybe. Okay? Now, with exploration, of course, they're going to start going westward. Okay, it's going to be Spain and Portugal that are going to be first to go westward. Okay, of course, Spain in 1492 discovers, Columbus, quote unquote, discovers the New World. Okay, that 1492 is also the same year as what was happening? The Spanish Inquisition. Okay, where Spain was kicking out anybody that wasn't Roman Catholic, the Jews, the Moors, etc. Okay. So with the age of exploration, they were going westward to get a route to Asia because they wanted the goods of Asia. Okay. The spices, the salt, the fine goods. Okay. Okay. They wanted the fine goods. Okay. So they decided, well, let's try going westward, and they did. Okay. there was lots of reasons why they wanted to do this. Okay, this idea about what the heck is out there. Why don't we find out? It's all about curiosity. Renaissance is a lot about curiosity. Okay. So, profiteering, not just for the country, but also for the individuals like Columbus. Think about this. You're risking your life in a wooden boat, going to places you've never been before. Okay? With some animals on the boat so that you have some food. You know, maybe, hopefully you can find your way. People are willing to risk their lives to make a profit and to be famous. That is the epitome of the Renaissance.
Okay, I have a stupid question.
No stupid question. There's nothing stupid. Watch. Come on, go ahead.
Who's define profit?
Person that wants to make a profit. A person that wants to okay. So, people start exploring. People start going westward, and they do. You have, of course, Columbus, Da Gama, and all these other explorers you know about. They start going westward, okay, and finding gold. You know, think of the 3 G's: God, gold, and glory. Okay, they're doing to convert non-Christians to Christianity, right, Sophia? Your eyes should be here, not Liam. There's not much to see there. Okay. Now. Liam doesn't even realize that. It's kind of make fun of him. Now, so God, gold, and glory. Look for riches. Look for gold, whatever. Okay, lasting glory to be famous. This is why exploration is going to be occurring. Besides the people, I wouldn't worry so much about knowing all the different explorers. Columbus, of course, is a biggie. I think everyone knows about Columbus. How about the guy that circumnavigated the globe? Magellan. Magellan is spelled M-A-G. I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude and talk when other people are talking. So again, Magellan, M-A-G-E-L-L-A-N. Magellan. He is going to circumnavigate the globe. He is going to find a water route all around the globe. He's the first guy to do it. Da Gama is going to find a water route from Portugal all the way around Africa to India. Da Gama is D-E-G-A-M-A.
Okay, my bad.
I saw the buffer in numbers. It's pretty interesting.
Okay, again, Magellan circumnavigates the globe. So Magellan circumnavigates the globe, goes around the globe by water. Da Gama, D-E-G-A-M-A.
Thank you.
Okay, goes around Africa, goes from Portugal, goes around Africa, and to India. Okay, Patrick.
Is it Prince Henry of Portugal, which Prince Henry the Navigator?
Correct. Prince Henry the Navigator, the ruler of Portugal, is sponsoring all this.
Who's the one who stopped the King's Swords?
The one that what?
The King
that was Diaz. Okay, Diaz is the one that goes all the way to the tip of Africa. Okay, and he ran out of food, and his people said, we either turn around or we're going to do a mutiny and throw you off the ship. Diaz. D-I-A-Z.
The navigator there.
He funded it.
D-I-A-Z. Okay.
But he wasn't the one actually doing that.
No, he was just funded.
Oh, no, the barrels? That's later on.
Yeah, he's Prince.
That's later on. So just guys, I included this on there, right? Yeah. Okay. Some of the more important discoveries and such. Again, this is related to the Renaissance because it's all about learning what else is out there. What else is out there? Okay. It's easily connected to the Renaissance because it is part of the Renaissance. What else is out there? Questioning it, and etc. Okay. Along with exploration, you're going to have, once they start colonizing the New World, you're going to have what's called the Columbian Exchange, where for the first time products from one area will be introduced in the other area. For example, okay, explorers found tomatoes in the New World and they brought it back to Europe. Europeans never saw tomato. Italians never had tomato sauce. Okay. Okay. Potatoes were brought over from the New World. Next comment you're out. Now, some other things like tobacco, cacao, which is chocolate. Okay, peanuts, turkeys, corn, all brought to Europe for the first time. Europeans will also bring stuff from the New World to America. Farm animals, chickens, horses, pigs. There weren't any of these in the New World. Okay. Now, besides products and animals, also diseases were brought. Okay. From both areas. Okay. So, this is called the Columbian Exchange. Okay. Very important. Think of Florida. You think of citrus fruit. You think of oranges. There's not a single orange until the Spanish brought them. There was not a single palm tree until the Spanish brought them. Yes. Okay. So, I have that. The Columbian Exchange to Europe, potatoes, tomatoes, corn, tobacco, chocolate, syphilis. If that keeps on giving. America, to America, you have sugar, rice, coffee, farm animals. Because Europeans were just generally dirty people, okay, they brought lots more diseases to the Americas because the American Indians knew better than to go to the bathroom and whatever in the same water that they drank in. Just saying.
Well, they got no immunity.
Now, exploration is part of what's called the Commercial Revolution. The Commercial Revolution is basically from the 1600s to the 1800s. It includes exploration. It includes the First Industrial Revolution. It includes all that, basically, anything economics, mercantilism, and all that. Basically, commercial revolution is going to be the idea of making money. New ways of making money by the government, by you name it. Okay? Because of a lot of the goods that are brought over from the New World, one of the most important product brought over from the New World to Europe is the
Potato.
potato. Is a potato.
It's not.
You could eat a meal from potatoes.
I still.
Okay? A potato fills you up.
I was just talking
Okay,
about
great.
potatoes.
Okay. Now, because of potatoes and other things that are brought over, okay, it's going to help with the, and because of the rise of wealth, it's going to help with the population increase. Okay. Now, with the demand for all these new products, you have what's called the price revolution, which is part of the commercial revolution. Price of goods go up. Okay. Price of the goods are going up because demand is high. Okay. In a lot of the new colonies, such as in India and some of the colonies in the Americas, you're going to have what's called joint stock companies. Kings are going to hire companies to run the colonies. So these companies get to profit off the colonies.
But don't they tax them?
Well, they have to give part of it to the crown. Yeah.
Well, like an example would be the East India Company.
Yeah, joint stock companies will be in India and some colonies in the Americas.
Isn't there one called
Okay.
Dutch?
Yeah, Dutch. That's what I was talking about.
Dutch East India
Now,
Company?
Brand Dutch.
along with this, as people want cheaper goods, as the price of goods go up, they find an alternative way of getting these goods. Okay, like nowadays, we might go, we might buy products from China or Asia that might be a lot cheaper than other products. The reason for that is because we don't want to spend the money. Well, the people during this time period also did the same thing in what was called the putting out system. The putting out system was a cheap way to produce products at a cheaper cost, basically. They went around the guilds, which basically control production of goods. They went to the poor areas of a country, usually the rural areas, and they had the women usually were the ones producing these goods. Usually